President Trump was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at the Shale Insight Conference, and he was giving a speech about American energy. He seemed to go off script just for a moment there. So Trump began talking about his big, beautiful border wall, and then he made a very stunning claim. So here's some video of it.
New Mexico, which I think we're going to win. You know why we're going to win New Mexico? Because they want safety on their border. And they didn't have it. And we're building a wall on the border of New Mexico. And we're building a wall in Colorado. We're building a beautiful wall, a big one that really works, that you can't get over, you can't get under. And we're building a wall in Texas. And we're not building a wall in Kansas, but they get the benefit of the walls that we just mentioned.
Colorado does not border Mexico. It just doesn't.
Technically? Nah.
Technically. You said technically.
Yeah, technically no. But maybe Donald Trump thinks that New Mexico is just the new part of Mexico. Do you see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But see, it'd be weird because didn't he just have a campaign rally there like a few months ago?
Yeah, he did. So he would have had a rally in Mexico or something.
Yeah, maybe he thinks New Mexico is just like that the new part of Mexico that we got to worry about. That's why the border has to be on Colorado, because it's worked its way up there. That's where the border is now.
Vermont Senator Patrick Leahy, he put out a picture that seemed to suggest that as well. Crossed out the word new, and bam, there you go. You got Mexico. So Trump was right if you reconfigured the United States of America, I guess, and delete a state. If you delete a state. Worse than, what I personally feel was worse than Trump even just getting this wrong, though, was the workers behind him. You're about to see what they do when he's talking about Colorado. So,
and we're building a wall in Colorado. We're building a beautiful wall, a big one that really works, that you can't get over, you can't get under.
I think.
And we're building a wall in Texas.
I think...
standing applause for we're building a border wall in Colorado.
I think they were instructed to stand and applaud.
They probably were. But it's a horrible look.
But where
for
are
education, it's a horrible look for education.
Aren't they in Pittsburgh?
They are, yeah.
So why are they standing up and clapping?
I don't know.
For something that's supposedly happening all the way across the country.
Because he's selling a campaign argument. So, pro-Trump. Hey.
You know what? I don't know if that's the worst part. I think the worst part was the cleanup.
Oh, yeah. So, after getting a lot of pushback, a lot of criticism, and a lot of jokes, also including the governor of Colorado, who said on Twitter, well, this is awkward. Colorado doesn't border Mexico. Good thing Colorado now offers free full-day kindergarten so our kids can learn basic geography.
Damn.
You don't want to become like the president of the United States, which is who you've never heard that before, have you? When you're talking about education, maybe Bush. Bush was kind of seen as stupid.
He was dopey, but
he was dopey.
He was
not
dopey.
Like, not
but
yeah.
Nah.
It was in a different way.
He was seen as more like just a goofball.
I would definitely say that Bush was smarter than Trump. I would say that.
It's not a high hurdle. It's not a high hurdle to clear, man.
All right, but Trump tried to clean this up, and on Twitter, after all this criticism, he said, kiddingly, we're building a wall in Colorado. Then stated, we're not building a wall in Kansas, but they get the benefit of the wall we're building on the border. Referred to people in the very packed auditorium from Colorado and Kansas getting the benefit of the border wall. I can't even follow that.
You know what?
You referred to the people in the audience from Colorado and Kansas. But with Kansas, you specified that there was not going to be a border wall for Kansas. But you did say there was going to be a wall for Colorado.
That's like, again, that's one of those like horrible attempts at a cleanup job.
Terrible.
It's like he was rushing into the room with bleach to clean everything up, and he spilled the bleach all over himself. And now his clothes got bleach marks on it.
It's terrible. I mean, the best move would have been to say, I misspoke.
Because
Just leave it at that.
Because when he mentioned Kansas, he says Kansas gets the benefit of a
Yes.
border wall.
So if
Which
you meant
I
that,
can like which you know
Yeah, you
what?
can- yeah,
it's,
okay.
it's still whack, but I can let that fly.
You can.
Because you can just conclude that even though Kansas is not on the border, it's close enough, or
And
hordes
immigrants
of,
might go to
yeah,
Kansas.
exactly.
Okay,
Immigrants
sure.
will possibly go up to another state
Might.
in the interior of the United States. So
Sure.
all states are protected. He said that about Kansas. So he could have actually said that about Colorado too.
could
And he
have.
could have cleaned that up and said, "Oh, I meant to say the same thing about Colorado that I did Kansas." I'm like, man, whoever's at the White House, his aides are horrible because I can clean that up better than they did.
With
I
no
don't
effort.
with no effort. I don't even work for him. Like he actually could have done a good job of cleaning that up. Oh, I meant to say the same thing that I did for Kansas. I just misspoke.
And then just leave it at
just
that. Leave it alone, man. Yo, what's more though is that he lied though. He lied during the speech about new border wall being constructed. There's no new border wall being constructed. Based on the government's own data through September, I believe, there have been miles of construction, but it has been to like revamp the already existing border wall
sections.
that is in certain areas.
Which we
so yeah,
talk-
new border wall construction has been created. I mean, it has been done, but it's only to fortify and to improve on existing areas that already had barriers.
We talked about this when the border wall and immigration was on the table.
Yes.
When there was Republicans and
Right.
Democrats were going back and forth
Right.
before break. So
To this point,
that was that was last year, not this year.
to this point, per the government statistics, again, I don't believe there has been any new construction in areas where there is no and has been no barriers. Zero. He's just lying. He's just lying. He's good at that.